Well, it is warm. Actually, we take that back. It is hot. Summer has arrived early. Spring kind of skipped over us. But rest assured, it's time for some softball here. And it's an all-GMC affair as these two teams have played earlier this season. But now it is about survive and advance. You're playing for the right to win the uniform one more time. The Ayersville Pilots at 20-2 overall, 7-0 in the GMC, ranked number 4 in the state in Division 7, taking on in-conference rival the Edgerton Bulldogs, 17-4-1, 6-1 in the GMC. Of course, that only loss being to the Pilots. But today, a lot more on the line as a trip to the regional semifinals awaits the winner. The loser will have to buy a ticket if they want to watch. Welcome aboard, everybody. The Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show is on the air. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. Our thanks going out to our pregame sponsor, Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, located conveniently in downtown Defiance off of North Clinton Street. Check out their great selection of new and used vehicles. You can ask for the Jeff Tackett Special, which is a convertible Corvette, free of charge any weekend off of his paperwork. Absolutely. It's called baiting the hook, ladies and gentlemen. But in all seriousness, you can check out their great selection of vehicles on the lot in person or anywhere you'd like online at drivebobestel.com. Scoop, we're going to break this one down about 11 ways from Sunday, but rest assured, and I'll ask you this question early here, as we're basically going to hear it from both coaches. They know each other. They've played each other. They're familiar with their insides and outs. They have the scout down. When you get to a one-game season like this afternoon, does that make it a plus, a minus, or is it a push at best?
Well, I think it's a push. These two teams know each other so well, and these two teams really no strangers to the regional. Ayersville here back-to-back years, and Edgerton the last time they were here was back in 2023. So at this point in the season, I don't think there's any surprises. You have to go out there and execute at a high level if you want to advance to that regional championship on Friday.
How they got here. Edgerton pulled off by what many would say is the upset, knocking off 8th-ranked Calvert 4-3 in a game that Calvert led 3-0 going into the 6th inning. Edgerton has now won 11 of their last 12 games. As we mentioned, they did play Ayersville earlier this season in GMC action, that back on April 16th, and the Pilots were 4-0 winners. They have been used to playing in tight ball games. The Bulldogs 5-0 in 2-run games or less, 4-0 in 1-run games. On the flip side, Ayersville, as we have been broadcasting all season long, has pretty much been steamrolling the competition, largely due to some strong pitching from the ace, again the Honey Badger, Kendra Waldron. But this is a team that's got some offense. As a matter of fact, they are a much better offensive team this season than they were a year ago. The Pilots enter today 20-2 overall, number 4 in the state in Division 7. 7-0, as we mentioned, in the GMC, good for first place. They defeated Hilltop 6-2 in the district finals on a walk-off grand slam with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning by the Baby Shark, Daniela Coble. Not only did that win the ball game, but it also set a single-season record for home runs in Pilot program history with 9, breaking who else's record? Kendra Waldron's. They defeated Edgerton, again, 4-0 back on April 16th. They are winners of 18 of their last 19 ball games. Had a chance to stop out at an Ayersville practice yesterday, talk with the team. It was a pretty measured practice. They were trying to save their legs. We are going to hear from our player profile, junior third baseman Ava Sigler. She hit the leadoff double in the bottom of the 7th and eventually scored what would be the winning run off of the Daniela Coble grand slam. She's kind of an anonymous voice in the chorus, but folks, make no doubt about it, she's an extremely talented ball player and an even more quality young lady. We'll also hear from head coach Aubrey Like on what it took to get here, and more importantly, what it will take to keep wearing the uniform. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, more of the pregame right after this. It's the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show, and you're watching it on DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestel.com.
Welcome back. The Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show continues. Our thanks going out to Estill Chevrolet Cadillac for sponsoring DCTV Sports all season long. Conveniently located on North Clinton Street in downtown Defiance. Great selection of new and used vehicles. You can check them out on the lot, in person at any time. Maybe drive by, if you're coming back from dinner and just stop on the lot at midnight?
Yeah.
Check out a future car for you. What would a future car off their lot be? You a Camaro girl? You a Silverado girl?
I would say Camaro for sure. Yeah.
Maybe a convertible?
Yes, that would be really nice.
Yeah, now I can see her styling, one arm out the window, just kind of cruising downtown.
Yeah.
Our thanks again going out to Estill Chevrolet Cadillac. You can check out their great selection of new and used vehicles also online at drivebobestil.com. Brent Balbinot saying thank you for joining us. They earned the right to wear the uniform one more time. It took a walk-off homer in the bottom of the seventh by Daniela Coble, but the young lady that crossed home plate with the game winner is standing to my left right now. Junior third baseman Ava Sigler. All right, you ready to do the player profile?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
She said yep and yes, so I'm going to take that as a double yes. All right, walk us through what the last 48 to 72 hours have been like. Were your feet even touching the ground when the team got on the bus to come back to this school?
I mean, it definitely felt good to celebrate with my team, but obviously we're all exhausted, and we definitely are ready for a break, but not quite yet. I know that we all want to push and get to the point where we know that we can get to, and I know that it's going to be so rewarding to us, and all the exhausting moments are going to be very worth it in the end, for sure.
So let's talk about last year into this year before we talk about what's coming up. What were you doing in the off season? You played two sports, volleyball and softball. Anything in particular, any part of your skill set that you were working on to make yourself a better softball player this year?
I mean, I was in the gym over the winter, knowing that could make me a better hitter in the end and a lot stronger. And then we had a lot of open gyms during the winter as well, and I felt like that helped us out a lot too.
All right, you brought up hitting.
Yes.
Let's talk about hitting. I know your average isn't quite where it was last year, where you'd like it to be this year. Coach told me, though, you switched bats, and that seemed to make a difference. Walk us through that.
One day I was at practice, and we're hitting, and Coach told me that my bat just didn't sound right for some reason, so I took one of my teammates' bats, Aubrey Limber's bat, and I was swinging with it, and the first ball that I hit went in the outfield, and it was a very solid hit right off the bat, and it just felt a lot better. So I've been hitting with that bat recently, and it's definitely shown. I was getting very frustrated with myself because I could feel that I was making solid contact. It just wasn't going anywhere, so it was very frustrating.
So you and Aubrey share the same bat?
She has a couple different ones. She doesn't use the same one as I do. She used to use it, and she gets a new bat every year. So, I mean, it was pretty nice. Yes, I used hers. But
So, Aubrey, we got to give her props then. She's sharing the wealth. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
How long did it take you to get used to the new bat? You said obviously you barreled one up in practice, but that's still different than 1, 2, 3 at-bats over the course of a season in games. Did it take an adjustment period for you?
I feel like it didn't. I mean, I've used the bat that I've been using for a long time now, and so it was definitely the grip just felt different, but it felt good at the same time because I knew that I've been needing a new bat. I just wasn't ready to let go of the one I have now.
You weren't going to lead after Saturday.
No.
Okay, you lead off the bottom of the seventh, and just a little more into it, and you would have had a walk-off. Take us through that at bat. What was your approach, especially going into the final inning?
I didn't start off the game very well. I did have 2 strikeouts, but then Coach Kevin came up to me before my at-bat and just told me that I need to hit the top of the ball, and he knows that I can do it pretty much. So that made me definitely feel very confident in myself. I get up there, and I knew that her first strikes were very well right down the middle. So she gave me that pitch again, so I just turned on it, and it felt really good off the bat, and I thought it was over for a second, but it wasn't, which is okay because Danny needed that to break the record.
Oh, listen to her go now. She's taking credit for Daniela Coble setting the single-season home run record. You advanced to third. Obviously, they walked Kendra Waldron. They didn't want any part of her. And then at third, walk us through the read. And we can kind of tease you a little bit about it now, but Coach said you needed to read that down. Yeah. And if you hesitated for even a second, don't go. Yeah. And our cameras just happened to catch a pic or two of you and Coach, and you were pointing at yourself. Walk us through that play, and then, of course, the next one was history.
Yes. Coach always tells me if you are hesitated at all, like, don't go. And I saw Ariel's ball, and I felt like I was more watching the game instead of really in the game at that moment. I was kind of waiting. But it was also hard because the pitcher was a little bit in the view of the ball. So I saw the ball hit the ground, and I thought the girl was going to catch it at first. So I get off, and I'm hesitating a little bit, so I just go back to the bag, and I look over, and I see Kendra, and I start apologizing to Kendra because she obviously thought I was going to go, but I didn't end up going. But in that moment, was very proud of myself because I know that earlier in the season, if I was in that situation, I would have probably went, and I would have, dove and stuff, but I definitely would have been out if I would have went. So I was very proud of myself for waiting.
So it was a yes, no
Yeah.
situation. Of course, Daniela Kobel steps up and 2 pitches later takes 1 yard for a grand slam. You have now earned the right to play Edgerton. So there will be a GMC team in a regional final. You played them earlier this year. You beat them 4-0. Does that help in the rematch?
I think that it does. I know that we all have the confidence, and obviously we know that we can beat them again. And I feel like that makes us feel so good and confident about our game. And we know what we can do, and we know that it feels good to do it to them because I feel like our GMC sometimes thinks that, we're just the best team. And obviously that is true, but I feel like this, gives us a game to earn it for sure.
The term is student athlete. You have to stay eligible to stay in the uniform.
Yes.
What's the grade point average for you?
I'm at a 3.3 grade average.
Now, I asked you what your favorite subject was, and it actually surprised me a little bit. What is it?
I really enjoy English
Why?
because I feel like you can put a lot into your writing. You can really express your feelings through your writing sometimes, and I really like that.
So you want to be a writer? You want to be a poet? Or is that just something you do on the side?
No, just something on the side for sure.
Okay. Maybe a sonnet or some haiku after the season is over with about softball. What do you think?
I'm going to have to pass on that.
Now, see, the correct answer would have been, yes, this team's given me great inspiration. Maybe we'll wait for another few games and see. You're just a junior, so you got another year. But this time next season, you'll be styling in the cap and gown, strutting across the stage, diploma in hand. What's the future hold for Ava Sigler?
After college, or after high school, I want to go to college to be an occupational therapy assistant. That really stood out to me because I love working with kids, but I knew I didn't want to be a teacher. I am undecided on what college I want to go to yet. I know that I want to go a little far away, but not too far from home.
We're not going to graduate you just yet. As a matter of fact, the softball season isn't close to being over with yet. How good can this team still get in the last couple of weeks?
Our practices have been looking really well, and I think that we're just going to get better as we keep going. We know what we can do, and I feel like that's really pushing us at this point. So I feel like we are just going to keep getting better as we go.
Nothing left to do but throw out the first pitch. Congratulations on a great season. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Ava Sigler, our player profile. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get another informative and entertaining pregame interview from Coach Like just around the corner. Don't go anywhere. We're back with more of the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show. You're watching DCTV Sports.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Welcome back to the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show continues on DCTV Sports. Brent Balbinot saying thank you for joining us. We're just around the corner from first pitch, regional semifinals. This time at Findlay. Last year it was Bowling Green. Either way, the goal is still the same, a trip to Akron. And in this case, it's going to be an all-GMC matchup as Edgerton, don't tell them it was an upset, as they knocked off a top 10 ranked Calvert squad. So they will play for the second time, but this time with a lot more on the line. Coach Like joining us right now. Coach, before we preview, let's rewind. Big battle on Saturday against a quality Hilltop squad. You jump out after a pitcher's duel late, 2-0, which looked like it would stand up. Then all of a sudden they come back and get 2 in the bottom of that last frame, but your team kept punching. As a matter of fact, they not only punched, then they counter-punched. Number one, you've got to be incredibly proud of their performance, but did they learn? Did you learn anything that maybe you didn't already know about your team after Saturday?
Yeah, of course I'm super proud of them. I wouldn't say that I learned anything about them. They just did what I knew that they were already capable of, but maybe they learned some things about themselves.
Okay, what would that be?
Just that they can do anything. They can compete with anybody. They're meant for the big moments, and they can be successful in the big moments.
Well, a big moment is just around the corner here, but I want to rewind a little bit even further, all the way back to the start of the season. Obviously, Ayersville was the preseason favorite to win the conference championship, and a lot of high goals set for yourselves. You openly talked about it, but you also expect to be better at the end of the year than at the beginning. Mm-hmm. How much better is this team now compared to a couple months ago?
Obviously, a couple months ago, they were still good and they were performing well, but you kept asking me, how much better can this team get? And I kept saying, I think a lot better. And I think that they're there. I really do. We've told them we've never been this confident going into tournament just because we finally feel that they are where they need to be. So if you had to ask me that question again, I'd say we're there.
All right.
We're hitting well, playing defense well. We've had a really good week of practice.
Now, this club was tired a couple weeks ago, and they were honest with you about it, and you gave them a day. Actually, it sounds like a couple days off. Did that show in a recharge, I guess, if you could say?
Yeah, absolutely. We gave them the Saturday, Sunday. We came back Monday, and ever since then, it's been so different. They have seemed energized. They're not tired. They're practicing better. We've kind of taken it easy, only been playing the tournament games, no makeup games, no games to just get games in. So
no
they've
need for it at this point, right?
Right, exactly. So yeah, I think that they're well rested and ready to go.
All right, so here's the question. Edgerton, rematch, GMC opponent. Matter of fact, you were their only loss this season in conference play, 4-0. So we always hear, is it a plus? Is it a minus? Is it a push? Does it make any difference to have a team not only that you are playing for another time, but a team that's a conference opponent that you pretty well know?
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily is a good or a bad thing. I think it just gives us what we need. We have things on them. We know what we did against them, and we know what works. But I think it's what you do with it. And I don't think the girls are going to let beating them early in the season change how they play. If anything, it'll help them. I don't think that they're going to expect anything. They know that they're going to have to show up. They know Edgerton's a good team. They know they're going to have to play their best.
Of course, we're going to see two quality pitchers, Kendra Waldron and Olivia Wallace. What's the approach at the plate? You know her. You know what her strengths are. You know what yours are. Break down what your approach at the plate, at least what you want it to be.
We're just going to keep doing what we've been doing, being selective and hitting for singles.
Hitting for singles, yet ironically, she's got a walk-off grand slam at the not the expense of Hilltop, but they happen to be the opponent. Also, Daniela Kobel, I guess I'll throw that out at you, because she came up to the press box a few minutes after we were done with her, and she goes, does anybody have a Sharpie? And I said, I have a regular pen, but why do you need a Sharpie? And she goes, I'm having Kendra autograph the home run ball that set the new single-season record. What that tells me is that's great class on Kendra's part, but it also means something to Daniela to have, number one, the young lady who's got her name in almost every record sign off on one that she was more than happy to see her teammate get.
Yeah, I think that breaking that record for Danny meant even more, knowing that it was breaking Kendra's record, because obviously she has a ton of respect for Kendra, and a record that Kendra sets is going to be hard to break. So Danny breaking that felt like a big achievement, and it is.
So one last one. You're in the moment. It's here. It's now. Everybody knows what's on the line, but yet at the same time, your approach doesn't change. I asked you about your approach to the plate. I guess I'll just ask about the overall approach. You don't need to do anything different that you've been doing for the last 2 months, do you?
No, I just want them to keep playing their game, which is I say all the time. But they're prepared. They've worked for this moment. So there's nothing they need to change, because this is what we've been working for 4 years.
Nothing left to do but throw out the first pitch. Congratulations so far on a great season. Good luck again today.
Thank you.
Coach Like joining us for the pregame. We're going to take a quick timeout. We are back with the keys to the game and the starting lineups. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching the Ayersville Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show on DCTV Sports.
Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Back at Babcock Field, and they're going to get an early start to this one, about 10 minutes. So we're going to work quickly through the remainder of our Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show with the keys to the game brought to you by Northwest State Community College. Your key to a great career starts with a great education at Northwest State Community College. And let's start, Scoop, very quickly with Edgerton.
Well, for the Bulldogs coming in, it's going to be very important. They put the ball in play, try to limit those Ks. A tough task against Kendra Waldron. I think the second thing, they have to play clean. You talked about that 4-0 Ayersville win earlier in the season. 3 of those runs came off a Bulldog error.
On the flip side for the Pilots, no surprises here.
Well, I think it's going to be important situational hitting. When you get a chance to play for a run, move a runner, you have to execute. The other thing is grind out at bat. Stay disciplined, stay in the zone. Try to fight off those tough two-strike pitches. Get those timely hits that can go a long ways in the tournament.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northwest State Community College. Time now for your starting lineups. Courtesy of Baker Schindler Company, proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, baker-schindler.com. Let's start with the top 9 for the Bulldogs, and they will take the plate in the following order. Aiden King will lead it off. Olivia Farnham roaming center field, hitting .416 with 16 stolen bases. Olivia Wallace, the pitcher, hitting .507 with 8 home runs, followed by Ava Swank, Ava Geisige, Amelia Geisige, check that, Geisige, Kara Schrader, Morgan Cape, and Addie King, the second baseman, hitting 9th. In the circle, you take a look at the Honey Badger, number 28, senior Kendra Waldron. All she has done is pick up where she left off last season. We'll give you her stats in just a second. We'll also set the defense after this pitch, as right now 1 ball and no strikes. This one a rise ball, swing and a miss. Let's take a look at the Pilot defense. Waldron, the senior, we'll give you her numbers in a second. The battery comprised of her and sophomore Daniela Coble. She had that Grand Slam walk-off on Saturday in the district finals to beat Hilltop. From left to right on the green, junior, senior, senior, junior. Ava Sigler at third, Ariel Brown at short, Allison Eldridge at second, and Aubrey Limber at first. From left to right in the green, senior, junior, freshman, Michaela Laker-Sierra, Annalie Weisgerber, and Anne-Marie Sigler. 2-1 the count. You're getting a good look from our center field camera. As another rise ball, and King again can't lay off of it. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kendra Waldron, first team All-State Division 7 a season ago, and she has impressed even more her senior campaign. The future Hillsdale Charger. The following line on the season, and she has been nothing short of spectacular as the 2-2. Just a bit upstairs, 3-2. Waldron on the season. Again, 137 innings pitched. She's allowed 50 hits, 12 runs, only 10 earned. She's walked 27 while striking out 290. High fly ball to right field. The freshman, Sigler, barely has to move. They had her played perfectly. 1 down. Again, 290 Ks, just 27 walks, scoops. That's better than a 10-1 record. Opponents hitting just $1.06 against her, and her ERA has ballooned to just over half a run a game after she gave up 1 against Hilltop on Saturday, 1 unearned at .051. She's been nearly untouchable this season.
Yeah, just crazy numbers. That strikeout walk ratio just ridiculous, nearly 11-1. Been a tough pitcher to put in play, let alone get base hits off of.
2 balls and no strikes to Olivia Farnham, hitting a healthy .416 out of the 2-hole. They want her speed aboard as she has 16 stolen bases. And there you see a little bit more seasoned leadership out of the sophomore catcher, Daniela Coble. Saw something that maybe wasn't quite what it should be, goes out and has a talk with her senior pitcher. She would not have done that a season ago. It would have had to been to a coach.
Well, I love that. You know, Waldron's shown 8 pitches, 5 have been out of the strike zone. So good job by the sophomore just to shake the dust off a little bit.
Rocks, fires, and misses upstairs here, 3-0. Time being asked for, and Coach Aubrey Like's going to go out and have a talk with Kendra Waldron. Just a quick discussion. I can't imagine that this is anything too mechanical. They're talking about the rubber. Coach Like, as you can see there, kind of feeling the crumb rubber right in front of the pitcher's rubber right there. But right now, and she's getting Kendra to smile. I don't think this is anything physical, Scoop. I think she is so amped up right now. She needs to slow herself down.
Yeah, we've seen several pitches already upstairs in the strike zone. And again, Kendra's got a lot of big game experience. She was here last year in the regional. And right now, just try stay within yourself. Do what got you to this point.
Well, this is where adrenaline kicks in too, doesn't it?
Yes.
So 3-0. We'll see if Farnham has the green light. She takes right down central, strike one. Kendra Waldron, when she's on, that fastball is going to be 62 to 63 miles an hour. She can hump it up as fast as 65. She's got a curve that breaks about a good foot when it's on. She's added the rise. Right there just blows the fastball right by Farnham, swing and a miss, strike two. She's also added a Scroogey, which is absolutely vicious to right-handed hitters. And then you might have heard her during one of our post games earlier this season. She's got two versions of a changeup. 5-pitch mix. This one misses high and outside, ball four, and the Bulldogs have their first base runner of the afternoon.
Great at-bat by the senior Olivia Farnham, being very patient, was able to, again, work a 6-pitch walk. Edgerton has something cooking here with one out. Olivia Wallace, their top hitter at the plate, hitting north of 500 at 507.
With 8 home runs. This one a bit upstairs. 1-0. Wallace was a third baseman the last 2 seasons, and they asked her to move to the circle, and it took her a while to get adjusted. This one too high, and it's off the mitt of Coble and to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch.
Yeah, right now this is really out of character for Kendra Waldron. 3 consecutive hitters for Edgerton, and she's fallen behind all 3. So right now, Wallace can be sitting dead red here, looking for a fastball in one spot, up 2-0.
Waldron sets, rocks back, fires. Everything's upstairs, Scoop. Again, is this a release point issue in your opinion? I know she's amped up, but if it's all over, that's one thing you could say, okay, wild within the strike zone. But this is, again, one zone where she seems to be missing early here. And that misses inside, back-to-back walks.
And again, remember, this is back-to-back walks from a pitcher that has 290 strikeouts against just 27 walks in the season. So right now for Edgerton, you need to cash in right now. You've got the table set, and the senior Ava Swank hitting 368, stepping to the dish.
Waldron rubs the ball up against her trousers, looks in, gets set, deals. That's a get-me-over fastball to the cleanup hitter Ava Swank, and that's in there for a strike. Ava Swank hitting 368. She's drawn 9 walks. That's good for number 2 on the roster. Checks her swing. Ooh, she did not. Strike 2. Home plate umpire Eric Bond raises his right arm. The men in blue have drawn the following assignments today. Eric Bond has got the gear on. He's calling balls and strikes. Tony Gase is at first and making all the impartial calls. At third is Jim Scott. 0-2. Doesn't get her to chase there.
Good hold that time by the senior Swank. Laying off that 0-2 rise ball can be a very enticing pitch.
This is where we might see that screwball breaks underneath the fists of right-handed hitters, and it is nasty when it's on. And well, she came with something downstairs. It looked like a curve, and that is a West Banco strikeout for the first out of the ball game. Check that, second out of the ball game.
Great looking
first one
pitch
was a fly out to
time
right
by Waldron. Something we haven't seen a lot of hitting the knees here, but a good looking pitch there. He'll bring up the senior Ava Giesecke.
Ava Giesecke digging in, hitting 281 on the senior. Senior, interesting mix of experience and underclassmen on this roster. Ava Giesecke, though, a 4-year starter at catcher for Edgerton. Swing and a miss here. And whatever it was, it looks like Kendra Waldron has now found the answer for it here as she's starting to deal downstairs in the zone. Scoop.
Yeah, she's really hitting her spots. That was the perfect pitch. It looked like maybe a little drop there that bottom into the zone there. Tough pitch to hit.
0-2. Swing and a miss. She got her. West Banco strikeout for the third out here in the top of the first. So no runs on no hits, no errors. Pair of walks, but a pair stranded for the Bulldogs. We played through 1/2 inning. No score. Edgerton nothing. Ayersville coming to the plate. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Back at Babcock Field in Findlay, we get set for the bottom of the first. It is Division 7 regional semifinal softball between a pair of GMC opponents, very familiar with each other, as the Pilots of Ayersville, 20-2 overall, 7-0 in the GMC. That was good for first place this season against a very game Edgerton squad. Edgerton enters today at 20-2 as well. That can't be. At 6-1. Let me double check. They are 17-4, excuse me, and 6-1. We were scrambling to get stuff done in press row here as there was a broadcast in front of us. And I was so impressed with Ayersville's 20-2 record that I wrote it down for the Bulldogs as well. But the only loss in the GMC this season for Edgerton came at the hands of the team they're taking the field against today. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Ayersville. 1 through 9. It will be Kendra Waldron leading things off. Waldron, the senior pitcher, hitting north of 500 at .513. She's also got 7 home runs on the season and an on-base percentage of .568. Michaela Laker-Sierra roaming left field. Rest of the Ayersville lineup, Annalie Weisgerber roaming center field hitting 5th. Allison Eldridge, the second baseman, hitting 6th. Aubrey Limber at first will bat 7th. Callie Garrell, the DP, in 8th. And Ava Sigler, the junior third baseman, and our player profile today, hitting in the 9 hole. With 1 down, that'll bring up Michaela Laker-Sierra. Laker-Sierra hitting .362, takes a strike. After this next pitch, we will set the defense for the Bulldogs for you as they're in the center circle. You take a look at Olivia Wallace, the senior. 3 years at first base, but this is her first year as a pitcher as this one misses upstairs. Let's take a look at the defense for the Bulldogs. Wallace, the senior in the circle. 4-year starter at catcher, Ava Giesecke behind the plate. From left to right on the infield, it goes freshman, junior, freshman. A lot of youth as this one lined into center field for a 1-out single for the first base runner of the afternoon for Ayersville. Giesecke, Schrader, King, and King from left to right in the green. A pair of seniors and a sophomore, Ava Swank, Olivia Farnham. She missed all of last year with an injury back in the starting lineup. And Morgan Cape, the sophomore, in right field. So 1 aboard, and here's Ariel Brown. Senior shortstop hitting .521. Laying it down, and that will advance the runner.
Nice sack that time by Brown. The only play that Wallace had was at first base, but it does move Michaela Laker-Sierra to scoring position.
Snap throw back to second. Now wait a minute, and Waldron gets backpicked. Waldron was at second, and I stand corrected. Laker-Sierra, there must have been interference on that pitch because Laker-Sierra was at the plate and Waldron was at second. Explain that to me. As I was looking down, we'll have to figure it out, but as it stands, we're not sure, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a quick timeout when we go to the top of the second. No score. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
I'm bunting her to second. Sierra got picked.
I don't get it.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit, member-owned financial cooperative. Visit SuperiorCU.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
Top of the second, as we welcome you back to Babcock Field. Folks, I'll be the first to admit, I had my nose in my scorebook. I was trying to get some stats down. Scoop, did you see what happened there? Because something just looked like it came out of another universe.
Well, it was a back pick there to second base for the third out.
But the batting order, we were...
Question is,
yes.
Who was back picked off of second base? But all in all, after one inning, we are scoreless.
It was a double play, so we'll try and figure it out. But rest assured, we will head to the top of the second. Kendra Waldron back in the circle. And she will deal to 6, 7, and 8. Giesecke, Schrader, and Cape. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. Waldron sets, fires. Throw down to first, and they get her. One down. So that'll bring up Kara Schrader, the shortstop. Glove smacks. No balls and 2 strikes.
A great start here for Kendra Waldron, attacking the zone early, starting to find her spots up there.
He's hitting just $154. Two down. All right.
Great job by Waldron. Another West Banco strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the second inning for the senior.
This one scoots underneath. All right, still sorting out. And folks, our apologies here. Michaela bunted, but Kendra popped out to shortstop. At least that's what we thought. But at this point, we're not going to belabor the play. We know that she got back picked at second base on the double play. So, swing and a miss here. Cape digging in. Cape hitting .277. Two and 1. Good pitch in at the knees. 2 and 2. That one's in there.
Right now, Edgerton being very patient, trying to work Kendra Waldron. Payoff pitch coming up here with 2 outs, no on in the top of the second.
2 down. Full count. Got her on the inside corner for a backwards K. Another West Banco strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're through 1.5. No score. Edgerton and Ayersville. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit member-owned financial cooperative. Visit SuperiorCU.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
And we welcome you back to Babcock Field. And just to sort it through here, Kendra Waldron reached on an illegal pitch to start the ball game, and then went to second on the Laker Sierra bunt. And I tell you what, we're done with it. We're going to keep all our eyes on the field now, and we are ready to go. Leading things off, Daniela Coble is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Annalie Weisgerber will dig in, hitting .394 out of the 5-hole.
Yeah, the juniors really come on, has really put some good numbers up here as the weather's gotten warmer.
This one popped up, stays playable in foul territory, just in front of the Ayersville dugout. Hauled in. Amelia Giesecke, the freshman third baseman, makes it 2 down.
Tremendous job that time by Amelia Giesecke. Right away, she got a good jump off the bat there, was able to find her way near the dugout. Squeeze it. 2 quick outs here for Wallace and the Bulldogs.
Swinging away, and Allison Eldridge on the first pitch she sees sends it into the outfield for a 2-out single.
Good looking swing that time by the senior. Comes up aggressive, gets a pitch over the plate right away. Turns that softball around in the center field. A 2-out single for Eldridge, the second hit for Ayersville of the afternoon.
Strike on the outside corner as this is going to bring up first baseman Aubrey Limber. Limber hitting .281 on the season. Slap hitter. Takes low as you see Eldridge dancing off of first base. It's a good look from the opposite side of the field. All turf here at Findlay. This one a chopper deep in the hole at short. Schrader's got it. Fires to first. Scored 6-3. And that will retire the side for Ayersville here in the bottom of the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left aboard. We're through 2. No change in our score. Ayersville nothing, Edgerton nothing. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948.
When a fire or natural disaster throws a penalty flag, let ServiceMaster Restore work for you. Anything from minor cleanups to complete overhaul and rebuilding. Contact ServiceMaster by McCann.
Third inning. We'll bring up the 9-hole hitter Addie King for Edgerton. Our lineup rolls over. Aiden King on deck and Olivia Farnham in the hole. They will take their second cuts against Ayersville starter Kendra Waldron.
How about Addie King as a freshman, hitting .390, kind of a second leadoff hitter.
Nubs this one to third. Sigler charges. Strong arm, and they get her easily. 1 down.
Nice job that time by Ava Sigler out there at third base. King runs well. Ball was hit off the end of the bat. Had to charge it, but made a strong throw across the infield to Limber. Big first out for Kendra Waldron, taking just 1 pitch.
So the lineup rolls over for Aiden King. 0 for 1, flew out to right in her first at bat. Boy, Waldron reached back and brought a little extra something there. Fouled straight back.
Well, Aiden King, the freshman, really battled Kendra Waldron that first AB. Was able to work a count full before flying out to Anne-Marie Sigler out in right field.
0-1. This one, a slow number back to the circle, and easy pickings for the Honey Badgers. Score at 1-3, and we got 2 down.
Tremendous pitch once again by the senior Kendra Waldron. That time a real plus changeup through the timing off for Aiden King. So 2 quick outs here for Waldron and the Pilots, trying to retire the Bulldogs in order here in the third inning.
First pitch is in there for a strike.
That's 7 straight hitters now retired by Kendra Waldron after issuing back-to-back one-out walks in the first inning.
0-1. Rise ball swung right through at 0-2.
This is where Waldron wants to be when she controls the count. That gives her everything in her arsenal available. 0-2.
Trying to make short work of her. Doesn't get the call here.
A good idea. She wants the curveball that time off the plate, something she's not going to be hurt with.
See what she decides to come with. Well ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got her swinging. Strike 3. Another West Banco strikeout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Kendra Waldron sets the Bulldogs down in order. No runs, hits, errors. Anyone left the board? 2.5 are in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. No score between GMC rivals Ayersville and Edgerton. You're watching DCTV Sports.
At Arthur Law Firm, we understand how overwhelming life can be after being seriously injured in a car accident. With over 50 years of experience, Arthur Law Firm has a track record of getting the results you deserve. When you don't know where to turn, get answers with Arthur. Call us today.
West Banco.
At Arthur Law Firm, we understand how overwhelming life can be after being seriously injured in a car accident. With over 50 years of experience, Arthur Law Firm has a track record of getting the results you deserve. When you don't know where to turn, get answers with Arthur. Call us today.
Back at Babcock Field, we head to the bottom of the third. No score between Ayersville and Edgerton. District 7. Regional semifinals. Winner advances to Friday's finals, 1 trip away from Akron, as it will be 8-9, and then the leadoff hitters to face off against starter Olivia Wallace. Callie Gurrell, the DP, leads it off. Ava Sigler on deck, and Kendra Waldron in the hole. One. This one a grounder to short. Gobbled up by Schrader off the turf. Nice stretch by King, 1 down.
Right now, Olivia Wallace doing a great job of hitting her spots, mixing up speed. She's been very competitive in the circle. Edgerton defense playing clean right now, 6-3 on the put-up.
Wallace came into this afternoon with 121 innings pitched. She allowed 85 runs, 47 earned. She walked 34 while striking out 111. Opponents hitting 258. Scoop, again, she gets the strikeouts when she's needed them, but she's very much a pitch-to-contact pitcher.
She is, and she's pitching a soft contact right now, so
Yep.
Credit to Senior for really doing a great job.
This one hit fairly deep to right field. On the run, and Morgan Cape makes a fantastic snare in midair.
Tremendous play out in right field by Morgan Cape. It looked like that was going to hunt off the bat there, but Cape had other thoughts. She got a great read there off the bat, used her speed. Fine running catch that time by the sophomore Morgan Cape. 2 quick outs now for Ayersville in this third inning.
So here's Waldron digging in from the right side. Takes well above the visor. Kendra entering this afternoon's contest, hitting .513. This one ripped past a diving Giesecke at third and into left field for a base hit.
Great looking swing by Kendra Waldron once again. Was looking for something across the heart of the plate. She got it. She's able to turn on that softball. Good looking 2-out single there by the leadoff hitter Waldron. That'll bring up Michaela Laker Sierra, the senior, who had a base hit back in the first inning.
Swung on a little late, fouled away. Now you hear the instruction from Coach Like, where you're trying to make contact. Laker Sierra. Waldron off, and the throw is there. And that will do it. And we had actually a courtesy runner there. Folks, bear with us as we're trying to look through a chain link fence. That was Stambaugh that got thrown out. Either way, caught stealing is going to be the final out here in the third. No runs on one hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're through 3. No change in our score. Edgerton and Ayersville, you're watching DCTV Sports. All right.
West
Here's what
Banco,
I'm being
building a
told
better
now.
bank every day
She got
since
another big
1870.
single
Community-focused
in the
West
first inning.
Banco.
She
Find
sat
out more
for
at
advice. That's what we
westbanco.com.
got. Okay, and I missed that pinch runner, so keep an extra set of eyes on the.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
We head to the fourth. Pitchers duel. Edgerton will send the meat of the order to the lineup. 3, 4, and 5. Wallace, Swank, and Giesecke. Second trip to the plate to face off against Kendra Waldron. Swing and miss here. Wallace entering this afternoon's contest, hitting .507 with 8 home runs on the season.
Yeah, she's been impressive. She'll continue her softball career at Grace College for the Lancers.
Swing and miss here. Waldron, after walking a pair in the first inning, has found her groove.
Yeah, she really has settled in after 2 quick walks. Now 5 punch outs for Waldron here if we start out the 4th inning.
0-2. Busts her inside. Chance coming out of Edgerton's dugout. Waldron ignoring them, trying to pick up the 3rd strike here. Upstairs.
We've seen some great patience from Edgerton so far here this afternoon. Not expand the zone for the senior Kendra Waldron. 2-2 pitch coming.
On the way. She pulled a string, got her swinging. West Banco strikeout, 1 down.
That's a 6th strikeout for Kendra Waldron. Again, it's all predicated when she controls the count, gets ahead of the hitters, puts them in a hole 0-2, 1-2. That's usually good math for the Ayersville Pilots.
1 down for Swank. Also a strikeout victim earlier. Checks her swing here, just above the letters.
Swank, a very solid hitter and athlete, hitting .368 on the season. One of those 3 sport athletes for Edgerton. We have a lot out here for both teams.
They appealed on that swing, but she did not go. As this one, a little bit of a delayed call there by Eric Bond, but he raises his right arm for a strike. Strike 2.
It's a great pitch. That's probably a good hold, 1-1, but now with 2 strikes, you're going to have to go with a 2-strike approach, expand the zone here a little bit.
Swank right in the heart of the box. This one fouled away right side. So we'll do it again.
Nice catch over there by an Edgerton Bulldog fan.
This one bowls across home plate. Evens the count up at 2-2. And this one squirts away. So from ahead in the count to now even at 3-2.
First 3-ball count for Kendra Waldron since the opening inning, where she went back-to-back 3-ball counts and walked consecutive Bulldog hitters.
Payoff pitch on the way. And again, low. Ball 4. And you don't see that. I was going to say you don't see that often. Scoop, you don't see it at all.
No, you really don't. You know, she's just having a few issues here, and I think right now just maybe give her a chance to catch her breath here.
They're having some fun with her, trying to cool her down.
All the girls waving the gloves, trying to get some circulation on her. It is hot. Remember, the turf here is about 10, 12 degrees warmer than the actual temperature. It absorbs that sun.
And again, it's been a situation here where you just bear down, get after it. No, there's been a flu virus, or at least a head cold virus, that's gone through Ayersville High School about the past week or so. So this one fouled straight back.
Good looking swing that time by the senior Gieske. Came out looking for a pitch and was first pitch swinging. Just misses it, fouls it straight back. But once again, Waldron on top, 0-1.
No score here, top of the fourth. Runner at first with one down, and again she pulls the string, but it's short. Rolls across home plate.
Yeah, right now it just doesn't seem to be locating those secondary pitches, something that she's really did a tremendous job with throughout the entire season.
Well, they have been running bag of ice after bag of ice to the Ayersville dugout over the past 2 innings. Swing and a miss. She just reared back and came after her there.
Yeah, good looking pitch that time. She put a little bit extra on that one. You saw Gieske a little bit tardy with the swing. Waldron on top now, 1-2.
Trying to put her away after going 0-2 to Swank. She lost her. My guess is she's just going to, well, she brought a changeup. Swing and a miss and a West Banco strikeout, 2 down.
Tremendous job there by Waldron. Great pitch. Again, we know she's a thrower, but she pitches so well.
Yep.
That time, tremendous pitch, took a little bit off.
That was dirty.
And that's her 7th West Banco strikeout of the afternoon.
So here's Amelia Gieske, the young freshman, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss here. And I get the feeling that Kendra Waldron doesn't want to fool around anymore this inning. I think she's going to see steady heat. Oh, 1. Change to eye level on her. And they're going to appeal, asking if she went. They go down to first base, and first base umpire Tony Gay said yes, she did. So it's 0-2.
Yeah, that time Gieske tried to hold up on the rise ball, but just couldn't quite as she pulled the trigger.
0-2 on the way. Waldron misses with some spin on that Scroogey inside, and you see how tough Kendra Waldron is to catch. Right there, Daniela Coble had to turn her wrist inside out, and it still squirted out of her mitt. I think she wasted one here. I don't think she fools around here. I'm guessing she's going to get fastball. Well, she elevated, and it's fouled straight back.
Good looking swing by the freshman that time. On a tough, looked like either a heater or a rise ball that time. She's able to fight it off. Count remains 1-2.
On the way. This one a soft liner. Oh, and an ice cream cone catch by the third baseman, Ava Sigler. She kept it in her mitt for the web gem. A soft liner right at her, and that will do it for the Bulldogs here in the top of the fourth. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. Still a pitcher's duel scoreless here in Findlay. You're watching D7 Regional Semifinal Softball on DCTV Sports.
Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit, member-owned financial cooperative. Visit superiorcu.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
Bottom of the fourth brings up 2, 3, and 4 for Ayersville. Laker Sierra, Brown, and Coble. Second cuts of the afternoon. This one a slow roll at a second. King stays low on it. Boy, she played back on it, and the speedy Laker Sierra made that a close play, but they get her 1 down.
Great hustle play by the senior Michaela Laker Sierra. Boy, that was bang, bang. The officials got it right. But, boy, a big first out there for Wallace, who continues to do a great job to pitch into contact.
That'll bring up Ariel Brown. Hit into that very unorthodox double play to end the first inning, where Kendra Waldron got backpicked at second. Brown digging in with nobody aboard. Takes for a ball.
Yeah, very tough part of the Ayersville lineup right here for Wallace. Brown north of 500 at 521.
This one, chopper to third, actually staying back on it, and the shortstop Schrader airmails this one down the right field line. I'm not sure a good throw would have got her, and now they're going to say that ball actually will give her an extra 40 feet.
Yeah, that'll go down as an infield single, E6
Yep.
on the throw, as that throw kind of skimmed off the bottom of the fence, ricocheted out of play. So a break there as Ariel Brown will head to second base. Now an RBI opportunity for the sophomore, Daniela Coble, who you already mentioned, Brent, had that big grand slam walk-off against Hilltop to get to this juncture.
Smith is upstairs. Coble, definitely a fastball hitter, and I don't think you want to be anywhere in the zone with number 24 at the plate. She sends a high pop-up into right center field, ranging over Farnham, making the call and the catch, and there's two down.
Tremendous job that time by Farnham. They were playing Coble deep, and why not? But she got a good read off the bat there and used those long strides to take away a hit from Coble. Big second out for Edgerton.
So with two down, it's going to take a hit by Weisgerber. Brown has excellent speed as she's standing at second base. Annalee 0 for 1, popped out in foul territory to third and can't lay off the rise ball there. Strike one.
Good looking pitch that time by Olivia Wallace. Continues to use all four quadrants. She's going inside, outside. She's going north and south. Great pitch that time by the senior.
And same exact pitch, blew her away. And that'll be a West Banco strikeout as Brown is left stranded at second. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one left the board. We are through four. Does anybody have some offense in them? We'll wait and see. Back after this at Babcock Field, you're watching DCTV Sports.
When a fire or natural disaster throws a penalty flag, let ServiceMaster Restore work for you. Anything from minor cleanups to complete overhaul and rebuilding. Contact ServiceMaster by McCann.
This is bad, or you can't see their.
In life, unexpected challenges can test us. If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, you deserve a team that understands. Because your story matters. Call Arthur Law Firm today. We'll fight for you every step of the way.
You get a good look. Do we have an aerial cam somewhere? That's a high shot. We have a drone. Goodness, good looking shot there. That's from our grandstand as we are at Babcock Field in Findlay. Beautiful field, all turfed. It is a Division VII regional semifinal matchup between a pair of GMC opponents, Edgerton and Ayersville. Ayersville 20-2 on the season, perfect in conference play, ranked number 4 in the state. Edgerton enters this one at 17-4 overall. Their only loss in conference play this year was to this very same Pilot team.
Winner of this will get Mohawk, who was a 12-3 winner over Gibsonburg on our first game here this afternoon in Findlay.
Mohawk, the number 2 ranked team in the state. Gibsonburg came in. Gibsonburg was a team that made the state tournament last year. They were 10th in the state coming into today, and Mohawk just dismantled them.
I remember Gibsonburg's a team that took out Ayersville earlier, 2-1 this season.
Swing and a miss on a 1-1 count here. Make it 1-2. I was at that game, Scoop, and in that Gibsonburg game, Kendra Waldron made 2 mistakes, but they were both in the same inning, and it cost the offense. Otherwise, she dominated. Deals here, swing and a miss.
Great
West Banco strikeout.
How about Kendra Waldron? That time pulled the string. That's kind of been her out pitch here this afternoon, that changeup, but she located that perfectly. 8 strikeouts now for Waldron.
And you get a good look again at how the offense is setting up pretty much straight away in normal play depth as Ava Giesecke will dig in. 0-1. That was one of the things that Coach and we stand corrected here. Boy, I tell you what, it's been that kind of day, folks. That kind of day. Our apologies. We were
time,
off. I was off
attempt
one.
by the sophomore Morgan Cave, trying to bunt her way off the hit. Fouls it straight back. And once again, Ayersville on top 0-2 here.
Pardon me. It was Schrader that struck out. We're going to burn this film at the end of this game. That's what we're going to do. We'll come back on Friday, and we'll say, all right, everybody, welcome back to our broadcast. Cape looking at an 0-2 count.
That's a great
Ball
pitch by Waldron. You like the fact that she was up in the count, tried to expand the zone. Just misses by an eyelash, but she's hitting her spots.
Folks, 2-2. Swing and a miss there. Another West Banco strikeout. 2 away.
Again, tremendous job by Waldron. That time put a little extra on it. Right there, 300 strikeouts on the season for Waldron.
They were ready for that one. Good graphics, by the way. Excellent graphics. Yes. So here's Addie King digging in from the 9-hole. Fouls this one straight back, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Pulls the string there as it bounces across home plate. Fouled straight back. 1-2.
Well, you have to be impressed with the freshman Addie King's free swinger up there. Had a good looking stroke, just missed it. Waldron on top again, 1-2.
Fouled away right in front of us. Count remains 1-2. There it is. She got her on the strike, so make it 301. This time, capital K, capital K, capital K, as Waldron strikes out the side here in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. Does anybody have any offense in them? We'll wait and see what the Pilots have in store. When we come back, you're watching DCTV Sports.
West Banco, building a better bank every day since 1870. Community-focused West Banco. Find out more at westbanco.com.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Bottom of the 5th brings up 6, 7, and 8. Eldridge, Limber, and Gorell. No score. Division 7 regional semifinal softball from Babcock Field in Findlay. Popped up. Is it going to stay playable? Yes. Folks, I can't tell you that I saw that play. We are in a spot where we just don't have an angle on the field, but the catch was made.
Big time play back there. Not easy play.
That would be Ava Giesige.
Ava Giesige. Lights out catch. Always big to retire that leadoff batter.
Yep, our spot right here just doesn't give us the view that we would normally have. But you could tell by the fan reaction that she hauled that in. So 1 away. Here's Aubrey Limber.
Well, you already mentioned Ava Gieske's kind of been a catalyst in that Edgerton lineup for 4 years now.
She's been a 4-year starter behind the plate. Limber 0 for 1 today, looking at a 0-2 count, and wow, she stays back but pops this one up to third base, and Giesege's right there, 2 down.
Well, that's pitching right there, and credit Olivia Wallace once again, just doing a great job keeping Ayersville out of rhythm, keeping the hitters off balance. That time pulled a string. You saw Limber pop it up, so 2 quick outs for Olivia Wallace and the Bulldogs.
Well, again, Limber stayed back, but just couldn't get the better part of the barrel on it. You could see she stopped mid-step. That was just a great pitch in that count as Gurrell digs in, 0 for 1. Pops this one up, and it's going to have a lot of English and squirts foul across the third base chalk.
Once again, a great job by Wallace. A lot of first pitch strikes. She has not allowed a free base here this afternoon to Ayersville. She's also done a great job of scattering 4 Ayersville hits, 1 in each inning so far.
Now the count should be 0-1. Now 0-2 as this one's fouled straight back. Scoreboard doesn't register anything, and it's actually 0-2. They just put a strike up, but that's the second foul ball. Is it me, or is it just kind of Twilight Zone-ish here this afternoon? It just has a feel like Rod Serling should step out from behind a curtain somewhere. Imagine if you will.
Well, this is what these fans have imagined all season. Get to this juncture, a chance to make the regional final.
This one, boy, a dead thud. It was right off of her fists. I thought for a second it might have actually hit her. And now we're going to have a discussion. I'm not sure what the inquiry is out of the Edgerton dugout. Keep your eyes peeled here, Scoop. I don't see Rod Serling, but.
Well, as it stands right now, 2s are wild here in the bottom of 5th inning. We got a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
I think there was a question about the count. This one swung on, popped foul, out of play right side. So we'll do it again. She takes, and again, from our vantage point, we cannot see a thing, folks. That was on the outside. I'm assuming it was close enough for Edgerton to feel it could have been a strike, but we'll take a look at our center field camera here. Fouled back as she brought her eyes ball.
A great battle by the sophomore, Callie Gurrell that time, a payoff pitch. A tough-looking pitch. That was at the top of the zone. She's able to fight it off. So Wallace, one more time, will have to deliver.
She's fouled a couple away here with 2 strikes. Let's see what we get here again. Another 3-2 pitch. This one popped up on the infield and hauled in by Wallace. Nothing outside of the infield here in this frame. A pop-up in foul territory to the catcher, a pop-up to third base, and a pop-up to the pitcher. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Scoreless ball game. Edgerton and Ayersville. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Top of the 6th. You really have to be desperate for entertainment to show our crew here today. Welcome back to Babcock Field at Findlay. Brent Balbinot, Scoop Miller. I'm being dead serious, Scoop. I think the last time I saw Jeff Tackett was the day after Christmas, right before the border war for the wrestling. I haven't seen him since. I had heard that he was still around the community, but didn't know if he'd been drafted, if he'd...
I heard the rumors, too.
Gander Waldron
What a good one this has been right here. Two teams know each other so well. Last time Edgerton defeated Ayersville was in the district tournament 3 years ago, where the Bulldogs took out the Pilots. But both these teams trying to reach Friday's regional final.
2-0, swing and a miss by Aiden King on a changeup, makes it 2-1.
For Edgerton, this is the fourth time they made a trip to the regional. They did it in 99, 2013, 2023, and of course this year. Ayersville's gone back to back. They also went in 2012.
2-1. This one laced up the middle, and that's going to get into the gap. Weisgerber has to field it off the wall, standing up into second, and Coach Carrier was trying to waver to third, but she didn't check in. That is the first hit of the afternoon for Edgerton.
But what a great hit it was by the freshman, Aiden King. She got a ball, it was across the heart of the plate, and she just absolutely laced that to the right center field gap. She was getting the wave to third base.
She was.
Ends up the stand-up double. Now Olivia Farnham, who does handle the bat well up the plate, maybe perhaps to move
we'll see. A 416 hitter. We'll see if they ask her to square. Ayersville bringing the corners in. She does show bunt, pulls back, and it gets by. Nope, they're going to say it hit her. They're going to say hit batter, and Farnham will take first base.
Yeah, right now, if you're Ayersville, let that help you. Now you've got to force any base. You put the double play in order. That will bring up their best hitter, and Olivia Wallace, a .507 hitter, who was 0 for 1, walked back in the first inning, struck out in the fourth.
Well, Coach Light going out to lay the defensive instructions down to Daniela Coble. She'll relay them to the infield. Boy, right now, Sigler is absolutely kissing the line at third base. Nothing's going to get past her down that line. Brown deep in the hole at short. Anything hit to the left side most likely is going to go to third. First pitch is a strike, and Kendra Waldron, I was about to say, can be her own best advocate with a K here. She's already hit 300 plus on the season, but she's in her first real jam of this ball game. Nobody down, runners at first and second. Deal, swings and misses.
Big time pitch that time by Waldron.
She's not screwing around, Scoop. She's just simply saying, here's my best. If you can hit my fastball, I'll tip my cap to you. The 0-2. Popped up.
It's a great battle right here between two of the best here. Olivia Wallace of the Bulldogs and, of course, Kendra Waldron of the Pilots.
Counterparts today. Waldron looking to put her away for the first out. Rubs the ball on her trousers, sets, deals, low stop. What a great stop by Coble. She just saved 40 feet at two stations.
That's a big time play by the sophomore. If that gets away, that's going to force Ayersville to bring the infield in, and it's going to take the force situation off.
Instead, 1-2. Waldron sets, deals. Again, it squirts by this time and gets to the backstop. Wild pitch, and now it's station to station. Runners at second and third with nobody down and a 2-2 count.
Credit Wallace. She's doing a great job of really trying to grind this AB out. Now she wants to be situational. You'd love the hit, but right now, something on the ground up the middle or something you can lift to the outfield that should bring home the game's first run.
Well, the infield meets in the circle there. Everybody making sure they're on the same page. Are they going to bring the corners in?
Edgerton has great speed on the bases, and Aiden King and Olivia Farnham.
Waldron needs a quality pitch here with the count 2-2. On the way. Missed, and it's full.
Good hold that time by the senior Wallace, who was down 0-2, now has worked the count 3-2.
Big pitch coming up here. Payoff on the way. Got her swinging, strike three. West Banco strikeout.
How about Kendra Waldron just kind of reached back that time. What a pitch there. 3-2. First out of the inning, but it's a big one, and that brings up Ava Swank, another senior, hitting .368, so it doesn't get any easier for the Pilots.
Swank 0 for 1 with a walk today. Squares to bunt. They'll check the runner. Throw down to first. It's low. It scoots off of Limber. They're going to send the runner, and she scores. And the Bulldogs break the scoreboard first.
Oh, tremendous bunt that time by Ava Swank. Situational hitting, trying to put a little pressure on Ayersville D. With the runner on third, Waldron a little bit hesitant going to first. That'll be an infield single.
Are you going to count that as a single?
I think they are going to count as a single. I guess we'll wait and see. Nonetheless, Edgerton has taken the lead, but now the Bulldogs, you want to be greedy here. Try to make this a crooked number, tack something else on with just one out.
Well, the runner at second did not advance, so Farnham stayed put as this one fouled back.
Yeah, really surprised by Farnham not taking third base on that. That's a huge break for Ayersville.
First tally for either team in this ball game coming in the top of the sixth. The runners at first and second, still only one down. Giesecke digging back in. Squaring to bunt. Only play will be at first, and it's thrown away. One run will score. They're going to go ahead and hold up. Swank at third. And small ball for Edgerton has put across the first two runs of the ball game here in the sixth.
Credit Ava Giesecke, another solid bunt by the Bulldogs, and once again, Ayersville unable to make the play. Result will be an unearned run, but a big one there for Edgerton. They now lead Ayersville 2-0 here in the sixth.
Here's Amelia Giesecke digging in, and Coach Light coming out and preaching a little fire in that circle right now.
Yeah, right now you're not happy with the way this inning's unfolded, but you have to flush it. You have to go out and execute the next pitch, win the next pitch, and don't be surprised if Edgerton continues to play a little small ball.
There is a point being hammered home here by Coach Light in that circle. And again, I don't know what you'd call it, what adjective you would label it. Just some hesitation in this inning defensively by Ayersville. And it's cost a couple of runs here, and I'm sure she's preaching that. Go after it. You know where you're going. You're thinking ahead. We've met in this circle. You field the ball, and you be aggressive with where you're going with it. Now Kendra Waldron's got to help herself here.
Yeah, they've kind of got out of their element here. They've been more worried about the runners than going out there and making plays. And credit Edgerton, they've taken advantage of every little bit they've gotten here this afternoon. And now looking to add another big run as we have Ava Swank standing on third base, just one out.
Squaring to bunt. They're going to do the squeeze, and it's popped up. Coble, did she hang on to it? I cannot tell from our angle. Did she catch it? Yes, she did. And that's going to be a tag, and that's a heads-up play by Ava Giesecke at second. Amelia Giesecke in foul territory is out number 2.
Yeah, big catch here by Ayersville, but credit to Giesecke for alertly tagging on that pop foul ball and taking second base. Right now, Kara Schrader, the junior, could give Edgerton some separation here with 2 outs, 2 on.
Swing and a miss here. Schrader 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The 0-1. Got her swinging, strike 2.
Good looking pitch that time by Waldron. Kept it downstairs. Tough one to put in play.
That hitter, it scoot away. Is it a wild pitch? There'll be a play at the plate, or was that a dead ball hit batsman? She made the tag. Wow! And out at home. Swank didn't slide. That play happened in slow motion, and the call is being made. She tagged her, Kendra Waldron, with the tag at home. And now I think Edgerton is arguing that it should be a hit batter. They weren't originally, and now the three umpires are going to get together and have a discussion. Originally, I thought I heard that kind of thud, like maybe it came off the cleat. It went to the backstop, and what's the call?
Wava Swank certainly thought it was a hit batsman, but they're going to rule that a wild pitch, and 2-1.
2-1. Wow, what have we not seen in this ball game? So Swank is out number 3. Schrader will actually come to the plate next inning. 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left aboard. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. Ayersville's got to respond as they trail Edgerton 2-0. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit, member-owned financial cooperative. Visit superiorcu.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
60 the bases.
Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948.
All right. I don't know about you, Scoop, but this seems kind of Twilight Zone-ish here this afternoon. The sun is popping out. And maybe it will wash clean. What we've had has been a very unique ball game. As it is now, the bottom of the 6th. Edgerton has put across the first 2 runs of this ball game, and the 9-hole Ava Sigler digs in 0 for 1 today. This one popped up, and again, they have just gotten underneath Olivia Wallace all afternoon long. 1 away.
Yeah, credit Wallace. She has really kept Ayersville off balance. The Pirates have not really squared up one softball here this afternoon, and a quick first out. And now the lineup turns over to the senior Kendra Waldron, who's 2 for 2.
Well, she needs to reach just to bring the tying run to the plate. She's got a pair of singles today. And this one lined down the right field line, but slicing foul.
Good looking swing by Waldron, trying to go oppo that time, and that ball just kind of found its way in foul ground. So big first pitch strike there for Wallace. If you're wondering, Edgerton only has 1 shutout win all season long.
This one a strike on the inside corner. Waldron was leaning out over the plate looking for something probably out her third, and now she's down on the count 0-2. 0-2. This one a chopper diving snare by Schrader, and she keeps it on the infield, but it's going to be the 3rd hit of the afternoon for Kendra Waldron.
How about Waldron continues to hit, gets on base for the 3rd straight time. But how about that play by Schrader out there? She had an excellent glove play. No smart play not to throw it. You're never going to throw Waldron out in the ball to hole. But that does bring the tying run to the plate.
Here's Laker Sierra. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Pops this one foul just over our broadcast table. Well, if you needed a pair of runs, this would be the portion of the Ayersville lineup that you would want coming to the plate. Ariel Brown stands in the on-deck circle. Wallace sets, deals. This one a chopper. Oh, what a play by Wallace. My goodness, that had eyes on a second hop to get through, and Wallace reaches up and snares it out of midair, 2 down.
Big time play again by the senior Olivia Wallace. And I love how she made the play, and then she took the sure out at first, knowing that Kendra Waldron runs really well. That does move Waldron to second base.
So here's Ariel Brown digging in. Brown, we believe, reached on what would be an infield single her last trip up. She also hit into a double play to end the first. And her today hitting .521. Looking at an 0-1 count. Pops this one up. It will get out of play.
How about Wallace just 1 pitch away from getting out of the 6th inning unscathed?
They have just been underneath her. I don't know if her ball's had some natural rise as Brown takes. It's almost like every pitch she's thrown, I don't care if it's a rise, a fastball, it's just kind of been anti-gravity here this afternoon. 1-2. Brown digging in. Takes high. And Waldron on a delayed steal. Oh, they're going to call her out right in front of us. She went on a delayed steal, and they get her for out number 3. Brown will lead off next inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We will head to the top of the 7th. Now, Coach Lake's going to have a conversation with Jim Scott. We will wait, and he will not ask for help. He's going to say out number 3. So now we'll take a quick timeout. Back with more right after this. You're watching Division 7 Regional Semifinal Softball on DCTV Sports.
When a fire or natural disaster throws a penalty flag, let ServiceMaster Restore work for you. Anything from minor cleanups to complete overhaul and rebuilding. Contact ServiceMaster by McCann.
In life, unexpected challenges can test us. If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, you deserve a team that understands. Because your story matters. Call Arthur Law Firm today. We'll fight for you every step of the way.
Back at Babcock Field, you get a good look at the turf from backstop to warning track here. Division 7 regional semifinal softball action. GMC matchup. 4th-ranked Ayersville surrendering a pair of runs in the last inning to Edgerton. They trail it 2-0. Kendra Waldron will deal to the bottom third of the lineup. Schrader, Cape, and King. Swing and a miss.
A good looking heater that time from Waldron. Quickly gets Schrader the hole 0-1.
Just one hit surrendered by Kendra Waldron here this afternoon. But Ayersville with a couple of crucial errors last frame. They don't care how you get them as long as they tack them on the scoreboard. And Edgerton owns them. Swing and a miss.
And that hit was to lead off the inning, which really kind of gave Edgerton a lot of options, but credit the Bulldogs. They took advantage. They executed the small ball to near perfection en route to a couple runs there to 6.
Swing and a miss. She got her a West Banco strikeout.
That's 12 West Banco strikeouts now for Kendra Waldron.
And it wasn't just the leadoff double last inning scoop, but the next hitter, Farnham, wore one. And she scored. And that's a big difference between needing 1 or needing 2 going into the last inning. Squaring to bunt. Waldron gobbles it up. Quick throw over to first. And just like that, Morgan Cape is done. 1-3, 2 down.
Yeah, great job that time by Waldron to fielder position. Knew she had time. Made a solid throw to first. And now Waldron looking for a 1-2-3 7th inning.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the frame for Ayersville. They will have the meat of the order up. Brown, Coble, and Weisgerber. As the first pitch to the 9-hole, Addie King is upstairs. One and 0. Waldron leans back. This one, a shallow hit ball to center field, and Weisgerber had her played perfectly. Annalee hauls it in. It is a 1-2-3 frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Ayersville needs at least 2, or Edgerton will be punching their ticket to Friday's regional finals. We'll have it for you when we come back. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching DCTV Sports.
West Banco, building a better bank every day since 1870. Community-focused West Banco. Find out more at westbanco.com.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Well, as we see the panoramic view here of Babcock Field, stretching down to the turf, it's the bottom of the 7th. 2 Green Meadows Conference rivals. They've seen each other before, but this time it's not just a roll of the dice, the postseason, and the next round is on the line. Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 as Ariel Brown digs in. She was in the box when Kendra Waldron was thrown out trying to steal third. Pops this one straight back, and now Ariel down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Edgerton tried to flip the script. They were shut out 4-0 by the Pilots. One of 14 shutout wins for Ayersville this season. Meanwhile, Edgerton only has 1 shutout win in the season. Looking for a big second one right here.
This one way upstairs. I don't know if it's just great movement by Wallace's pitches today or if it's just trouble picking the ball up out of her fist. Most Ayersville hitters have been underneath the ball today, just like that. Fouled away right side and out of play.
Yeah, you're right. The Pilots just have not really squared much up other than Kendra Waldron, who's
Exactly.
3 for 3. But Ayersville has 5 hits, but yet they've only stranded 2 runners. They've had 3 runners a race. Meanwhile, Edgerton with just 1 hit. They've left 4 Bulldogs on base.
1-2. This one a hard hit ground ball. Again knocked down by Wallace. Number 17 is doing it all this afternoon for the Bulldogs.
Tremendous play that time by Wallace one more time. That ball was hit pretty well there by Ariel Brown, but great reaction there from Wallace. She knocks it down, has time to retire Brown. Huge first out there for Edgerton. Now just 2 outs away.
Here's Daniela Coble digging in, 0 for 2. First pitch swinging, ground ball to second. Gobbled up by King on the routine flip. 2 down. It's up to Annalie Weisgerber.
And how about Wallace has yet to allow a free base here today.
Yeah.
Has not hit a batter, has not walked a batter. Only has 1 strikeout, but it's been masterful here today. Now looking for the hardest out in softball.
Weisgerber takes downstairs. Annalie has popped out in foul territory to third and struck out swinging. And your job right now is to just keep things slowed down, find a way to get aboard and bring that tying run to the plate. 1-0 misses inside, and I think maybe for the first time this afternoon, and understandably so, but we're seeing a little bit of nerves from Olivia Wallace here. She knows what's on the line.
Yeah, right now, if you're Wallace, go out there, win the next pitch. This batter cannot hurt you. You just don't want that tying run to come to the plate.
2-0. This one a ground ball deep in the hole at short, underneath the glove of Schrader. And a 2-out single brings the tying run to the plate as Annalie Weisgerber reaches base.
How about Weisgerber, the junior, coming up clutch right there, was able to drive one through the 5-6 hole there on the left side. And that keeps the Pilots' hopes alive, and it does bring the tying run to the plate, and the senior, Allison Eldridge.
Eldridge takes downstairs. Eldridge with one of those 6 hits this afternoon, a single back in the second. She's also popped out in foul territory to the catcher. Senior trying to extend not just the inning, but her prep career. There's a strike on the inside corner. Weisgerber has excellent speed at first. Not to say that you send her here, because the run that really matters is the run at home plate. But anything through might mean an extra 60 feet. Upstairs, and a nice check on her swing by Eldridge, ball 2.
Yeah, it's so important you stay disciplined, stay in the zone, force Wallace to throw something across the plate here. Down 2-1.
Inside, ball 3. She's a pitch away from putting the tying run aboard.
Great hold by Eldridge. Now you're sitting dead red here, looking for 1 pitch in 1 spot only. If you don't get it, you're going to let it go.
Wallace taking a little extra time in between deliveries, works the ball over. Rocks, fires, swing and a miss. Count is full.
Well, that's a great pitch. Downstairs there, almost unhittable, right at the bottom edge of the knees. And now Weisgerber will get a head start in first with a full count.
She'll be
2
moving.
outs.
Wallace gets set. Eldridge digs in. Ground ball off the glove, and this is going to be a close play at first. Not in time! Wow! The deflection. Still a great throw off the infield, and that is what wheels will get you as Eldridge legs out the infield single, and the tying run is aboard here for Ayersville in the 7th.
How about the Pilots not going away quietly? A great hustle play by Eldridge. That was bang, bang, but the umpires once again got it right.
Yep.
That's been about the only time Wallace hadn't had like Velcro in her glove to pulling that softball. That went off the edge and just enough to let Eldridge reach safely. Now the tying run on the bases here for the Pilots with 2 outs and a junior.
Aubrey Limber set to dig in, who's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to short and a pop out to third. Again, left-handed slap hitter. I'm trying to think if we've seen her pull a ball this year. She normally goes oppo.
Edgerton is playing her oppo in the outfield for sure. Farnham's in left center, the center fielder.
Well, Giesecke and King at first and third are halfway up the line. And this one misses outside. Coach Marchetta, after a quick meeting in the circle, trying to calm her starter down, make sure that her infield is on the same page. High leverage situation here, bottom of the 7th. Downstairs, ball 2.
Awfully important for Weisgruber to get a good secondary lead off a second. That way a ball on the left side is going to force Edgerton to throw across the infield.
Are you taking a strike here if you're Limber?
I'm taking a strike.
2-0. Well, she's swinging away. She saw something she liked and fouls it straight back. Limber on the season. Just 8 RBI. She's been more of a table setter in what we've affectionately referred to as the dirty third, the bottom third of that lineup. 2-1 here. Big pitch coming up. Wallace deals. Ground ball deep at short. Bobbled the throw to second. Gets away from King. Weisgerber stops, and she'll go back to be safe.
Great hustle play by Olivia Farnham out there in center field to alertly come in and prevent Weisgerber from scoring. But that does move the tying run into scoring position.
E6 or E4? Should that catch have been made? Okay, just checking. Either way, the bases are juiced for Callie Garrell. And another trip to the mound, pardon me, the circle, for Coach Marchetta to talk things over with her infield. Again, that third out, the game-ending out, has been elusive for Olivia Wallace and Edgerton here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-0. Edgerton knocked off 6th-ranked Calvert on Saturday in a district final. They're trying to knock off 4th-ranked Ayersville here this afternoon in a regional semifinal.
Edgerton has 2 4-3 wins to get to the regional, looking to pull out another tight one. Hard to believe, Brett, this is the first time Ayersville's had multiple runners on base in any inning.
All right, this is going to be Anne-Marie Sigler to hit for herself instead of Garrell. So Anne-Marie Sigler will dig in from the right side. There's no place to put her. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch swinging, comes up empty. A base hit here certainly scores Weisgerber. And at second base, Eldridge has good speed. But right now, you just got to make contact if you're Sigler. This one, a liner, just foul down the left field line. Didn't miss by much.
Good looking swing by Sigler off the bat, looked good. Just had too much draw on it. Ends up going foul.
And they're down to their final strike one more time. We'll see what Wallace decides to deal here up in the count 0-2. Sigler deals, popped up on the infield, hauled in by Giesecke, and that's the ball game. Ayersville leaves them loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. And for the second straight ball game, Edgerton knocks off a top 10 ranked team. They will play on Friday in the regional finals against number 2 ranked Mohawk. No runs on a pair of hits, 1 error, and the Pilots leave them loaded in the last frame. 2-0 our final. The GMC will be represented, and who would have thought this? It will be the Edgerton Bulldogs on Friday.
Well, I think Edgerton did. They've been playing some great softball down the stretch, and Edgerton now winners of 12 of their last 13 contests. None bigger than this as the Bulldogs move to that regional final against Mohawk, a highly ranked team in Ohio, as we all know.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will have our postgame. 2-0 the final. Bulldogs with the victory. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit, member-owned financial cooperative. Visit superiorcu.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948.
We welcome you back to Babcock Field in Findlay. As always, when you're playing a one-game season, there's one dugout that's going to be absolutely ecstatic, and there's going to be another that just feels the sting. You just saw Edgerton, who has won back-to-back games against top 10 ranked opponents to advance to this Friday's regional final against number 2 ranked Mohawk. And there for a brief second, you saw 4th ranked Ayersville. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. And Scoop, there's nothing you can say as a coach to your team when they're hanging it up, and especially for a senior class that has represented not just Ayersville softball, but Ayersville High School and the district, the community, with such great distinction. Hopefully in another few days, as this one starts to fade a little bit, they'll be able to look back and realize just what an incredible accomplishment they didn't just have this season, but over 4 seasons.
Oh, no doubt about it. Tremendous run here the last 4 seasons by the Pilots, something that the whole community, and they certainly can be proud of. Doesn't feel like the sun's going to come up tomorrow for them, I'm sure, at this juncture. But again, they left it all out there. They really did some tough things tonight. If you look at the numbers, Brent, they out-hit Edgerton 7-1.
Yep.
They only struck out at bat one time. Meanwhile, Waldron was able to strike out 12 Edgerton hitters, but yet Edgerton will move on to the regional final, looking to make their first ever trip to the Final Four in softball.
Look, 1 inning, 1 hit, a hit batter, 2 errors. That's how fine the line between a win and a loss was here this afternoon.
Well, you're right. Those back-to-back bunts, I thought that was really the key there for Edgerton that 6th inning. They got the leadoff hit, the only time Edgerton had their leadoff batter on base the entire day. Then they got the hit batsman to Farnham. Then after a big strikeout of top hitter Olivia Wallace, back-to-back bunts by the seniors. Ava Swank, Ava Giesecke executed perfection. And on the flip side, Ayersville, a little bit hesitant, did not make the play. And when you blink at this level, sometimes that's the difference. As Ayersville drops a heartbreaker, and Edgerton wins an impressive game here behind the pitching effort of the senior Olivia Wallace.
Well, Kendra Waldron, I was about to break down the pitchers here. Kendra Waldron throws 7 innings, allows just 1 hit, 2 runs. By my book, neither were earned. 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. She hit 1 batter. On the flip side, Wallace goes 7 innings, allows, what do we got here, 5 hits?
7 hits.
7 hits, excuse me. No runs. And what really was the difference here this afternoon, Scoop, she didn't give up any free bases.
No, she controlled the count. She consistently had Ayersville hitters in negative counts, did not allow a free pass by the walk or hit batsman. That's something you have to do against this Ayersville team that's such a good hitting team, but she scattered those hits. One hit in each of the first 6 innings for Ayersville, and then a couple more there in the 7th, but they just could not get that one more hit they needed. And Pilots go down swinging for sure as they leave them stranded, and Edgerton will move on.
Wallace, 7 innings, 7 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. She pitched to contact this afternoon and let her defense do the work for her. And as Scoop mentioned, Ayersville loaded them up in the bottom of the 7th, but unable to score. And the final here this afternoon, 2-0. We will take a quick timeout. Back with more of your postgame right after this. You're watching Division 7 Regional Semifinal Softball action on DCTV Sports.
When a fire or natural disaster throws a penalty flag, let ServiceMaster Restore work for you. Anything from minor cleanups to complete overhaul and rebuilding. Contact ServiceMaster by McCann.
At Arthur Law Firm, we understand how overwhelming life can be after being seriously injured in a car accident. With over 50 years of experience, Arthur Law Firm has a track record of getting the results you deserve. When you don't know where to turn, get answers with Arthur. Call us today.
West Banco, building a better bank every day since 1870. Community-focused West Banco. Find out more at westbanco.com.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Back at Babcock Field, you can see the emotion as it hits here as Ayersville walking off the field. Final score, Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. It will be the Bulldogs advancing to Friday's regional final action, where they will get their 3rd straight top 10 ranked opponent, as this time it will be number 2 ranked Mohawk for the right to head to Akron. And Scoop, again, you've been there. You see Coach Like. She's been a long-time assistant here. This was her first year as the head coach for Ayersville, and it was a long talk with her team in that huddle down the left field line. A lot of emotion here. A senior class, as we talked about, that has done so much, not just for softball, but for Ayersville High School. And again, it rips your guts out. We know that at the end of the season, only 7 teams are going to finish with a win. And those are the teams that walk home, or drive home, I should say, with a championship trophy. But that doesn't mean how many teams would have switched places with either of these squads here today? And I know that's a little consolation. It's tough when your team realizes we were so close, but still a tip of the cap to the Pilots here on a tremendous season.
No question about it. One of the best ever here in Ayersville history. So they really set the bar high. We talked about the senior class and how they just performed year after year. They definitely have some great pieces around them, but as a coach, you're never prepared for that final talk. It's one of the toughest things you really have to do. But again, they've got a lot to be proud of. The fact that they set the bar so high, that's what makes it hurt. You know, the fact that they had so many successes throughout the years, and certainly, you know, that they're playing a team they felt they could beat. They had a good win against Edgerton earlier, but again, nothing to be ashamed of. They left it out there. And tip your cap to Edgerton. They
Absolutely.
played phenomenal. They played really well defensively there for 6+ innings. Wallace was exceptional on the bump, and they got the clutch hits. They played small ball. They pushed the right buttons. So they've won 3 really tight games now to get this opportunity to make the first Edgerton softball team to reach the Final Four. They'll get that opportunity on Friday.
Sure. And look, it's always easy to look back, and that's what almost always happens when you start asking woulda, coulda, shoulda. But there are times, and I almost always have heard this, I know you have had to say it too, sometimes you just say, you know what, they won. Not so much that we lost, we tip our cap to you, you won today. And I think that's the best way that you could describe Edgerton's performance here this afternoon.
Well, you're right. A lot of times in high school softball games or any high school sport, teams lose. This game was won by Edgerton. They did so many things well, and they earned the right to put the uniform on for another day.
We're going to take one last time out. We may or may not continue our post game. We may put a wrap on it. Obviously, the emotion's very raw in that Ayersville dugout. We're going to take one quick break. Final score, Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. You've been watching DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
As the sun starts to set here at Babcock Field in Findlay, it is a tough afternoon. Regional semifinals in the books. It was a GMC matchup, again, second time this season that Edgerton and Ayersville met. The first meeting in the regular season, and the Pilots were 4-0 winners. This time, it was the Bulldogs getting the better of the Pilots in the second matchup by a final of 2-0. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. Again, we will wait and see. I'm not sure that we're going to get a coach here for our post game, and understandably so. We're not going to push it. But a situation here where Scoop is the GMC is going to be represented. So whether it was going to be either Ayersville or Edgerton, somebody was going to be moving on, and now we'll wait and see how they handle Mohawk. But right now for the Pilots, it's one of those situations where it'll probably be a very quiet bus ride home. But as we talked about here, in the next couple of weeks, certainly hopefully the next couple of months, this team will be able to look back on what they accomplished and be able to hold their heads high.
Yeah, they accomplished a lot, back-to-back GMC titles, back-to-back regional appearances. I know their goals were higher than that, but as we all know in athletics, awfully difficult to beat a good team twice, and that's really kind of what Ayersville ran into here this afternoon. Edgerton really was flawless, phenomenal.
Yes, no.
And Ayersville, again, just could not seem to catch a break, but the effort was there, the heart was there, and not just a great Ayersville team goes down today, but, boy, those are some great kids, as we all know. We've been around them all season, and for some of these girls, several years. They've got a lot to be proud of.
I just made eye contact with Coach Like, and she was looking at me, and she was about to come over. She's been cut off. She's doing the media circuit right now. So what we'll do is take one more quick break here, and we'll wait out the coach. But it looks like she will come over to join us for a quick post-game interview. So we're going to take a quick timeout. Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. You're watching Division 7 Regional Semifinal Girls Softball on DCTV Sports.
Superior Credit Union, a not-for-profit, member-owned financial cooperative. Visit superiorcu.com to find out more about joining the winning team at Superior Credit Union.
Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948.
When a fire or natural disaster throws a penalty flag, let ServiceMaster Restore work for you. Anything from minor cleanups to complete overhaul and rebuilding. Contact ServiceMaster by McCann.
In life, unexpected challenges can test us. If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, you deserve a team that understands. Because your story matters. Call Arthur Law Firm today. We'll fight for you every step of the way.
West Banco, building a better bank every day since 1870. Community-focused West Banco. Find out more at westbanco.com.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com.
Back at Babcock Field in Findlay, Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller as about to put a wrap on the postgame, but Coach Like being gracious enough to come over and join us. 2-0 the final score. Coach, sometimes you tip your cap to the opponent. You had your opportunities, and I know that you can break this one down basically 7 ways from Sunday, especially with the bases loaded in the 7th when you really had your best threat going. But at the end of the day, this group needs to be able to look back. Hopefully time will heal this, maybe a week, maybe a month. 20 wins on the season, ranked number 4 in the state, record after record set. This group should hold its head high.
Yes, absolutely. We have some girls that aren't feeling too well. I think the heat, the being sick, I mean, literally we have girls that were playing with fevers. So
we did not mention that on the air. We did not feel that that was something that we were going to harbor, but you had a team that wasn't quite 100%.
Yeah, they weren't, and they pushed through. They said, no, I want to play, and that's the type of girls that they are. And Edgerton made the plays when necessary. They put the ball in play, and they're a good team. So we knew that we weren't going to be able to get away with scoring low runs, let alone 0.
And Coach, I know it's not the outcome you wanted, but 20 wins, back-to-back GMC, back-to-back regionals. Talk about how special this senior class has been for Ayersville.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said it all year. They've taken a program that has been competitive for years and years and years, and they've taken it to the top in our area. Winning the GMC back-to-back is huge. That's not easy to do. If you can't tell, our conference is tough. But they mean a lot to the program, and they mean a lot to me. They just are great leaders, hard workers, and great softball players.
Again, you and I had a chance to talk. I stopped out of practice yesterday, and I asked you how much better this team could get over the course of the season, and you said they were peaking right now. It's a situation now where you lay that gauntlet down to everybody that comes back next year, right? And let's take one more step.
Right.
What do you want the offseason to look like for those that are returning?
I would just like them to stay where I need them to be. You know, I said I feel we're there. We're being selective. We're putting balls in play. We're running the bases well. We're playing good defense. I just hope that these girls don't think that because these seniors are gone that their chance is gone, because that's not true, because we are more than just the seniors. The seniors are great, but the girls behind them are just as great.
Coach, we appreciate it. We appreciate you giving us access to the program all season long. It was a joy watching you guys. We'll look forward to next season.
Thank you.
Coach Like joining us. One last break. We'll put a wrap on it when we come back. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com.
Back to put a wrap on the postgame. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. A regional semifinal from Babcock Park in Findlay is now in the books. Bulldogs will advance. They will take on Mohawk, number 2 ranked team in the state on Friday. We'll wait and see if the GMC can be represented in Akron. But Scoop, just a pitcher's duel, and it's not uncommon to see offense struggle when you get deeper into the playoffs. I was talking about this with some other broadcasters here in Press Row earlier. You get this deep into the playoffs, good pitching can take you all the way, not just a long way, and we saw it play out here this afternoon.
Well, you're right. We saw 2 outstanding pitchers out there today. They both left it out there, and again, Edgerton maybe just a little bit better today, but you know, really no surprise either way. Edgerton's been really tough down the stretch. We've mentioned they've won 12 of 13. They've got some quality wins to get to this spot, so they will move on in a deserving way for sure.
2-0 the final score. That's going to do it for this broadcast. Our next, tomorrow, we are back at Defiance. It will be boys baseball, as if there's any other baseball in Ohio, as it will be 2 GMC opponents, Fairview and Tenora, doing battle for the right to advance to the regional semifinals. We hope you'll join us. That's going to do it for our broadcast here this afternoon. Big thank you going out to our crew for making the drive over from Defiance, our sponsors for helping make the broadcast a possibility, and as always, you, the fan, for tuning in. For Scoop Miller, I'm Brent Balbinot. Final score, Edgerton 2, Ayersville nothing. You've been watching DCTV Sports.